Sorry about that. The storage on the other phone had got full, and so I'm sorry the video cut off. This is part 2 of reading the text messages about the video that I posted yesterday, bringing y'all my receipts or whatever. And so, oh come on, please don't lost it. Okay, so after we talk about my nails and me cooking and all that good stuff or whatever, now we are on. This is about 7 o'clock at night or whatever. So he is now on the date. He done sent me pictures, but I deleted all the pictures and stuff out of the phone. But that's what's missing. That's why it's kind of, you know, sketchy all over the place, because there was pictures in between or different memes or gifts that he was sending throughout the messages or whatever. And so at this time, he's already on the date. He done showed me the upside down house they own, International Drive, walking up the strip or whatever. And he's taking pictures of different things or whatever. And when he was sending them to me, you know what I'm saying, I'm thinking these are places he's talking about he might want to go with me. And I'm sitting here telling him, oh yeah, I haven't been there before. That's a pretty cool place. That's like a big old arcade inside of there or whatever, and different games and things that you can play. It's like a Dave and Buster's. And so I was like, are you going in there? And he was like, nah, I ain't going in there, whatever, just walking by, whatever. So I'm still thinking that he just with his son, because that's not, you know what I'm saying, that ain't nothing to be, you know, worried about or whatever. I'm still thinking he with his son. And so not until he get to the dinner plate. He sends me a picture of the dinner plate, and I see a hand in the picture. And it looked like a woman hand. And I'm talking about this arm looked nice and juicy. The arm was like this. You know what I'm saying? Because he like his women thick. He like any type of women. But he specifically said he like women 300 and over. But the man like anybody that walk, basically. So at this time, I'm feeling some type of way, because I'm like, clearly he on a date. And it's 2 people at the table. This hand don't look like no young boy hand. You could, I mean, yeah, you can't really, we ain't gonna play stupid. Put it like that. Because I can see him make up all kind of excuses on how I can't tell that there wasn't a woman hand. But when you know, when your spidey senses go off and they telling you everything, you gotta believe it. And my spidey senses just would not let me down. My gut was just like, girl, he on a date right now. He is playing with you. Hence to why he's talking to you the way that he's talking to you. And I could never put my finger on it before until this time. This is when the light bulb started going off, because I'm like, okay, now it's starting to make sense. Every time he's away from me and he starts talking to me like this, because this ain't the first time he talked to me like this. Hence to why I'm still giving him the benefit of the doubt with these text messages and stuff, because we've been through this before. But he would play it off or try to, you know what I'm saying, convince me that it's not what it is. But I know good and well that you on a date now, because I see this woman hand. I can see a piece of her shirt. So, you know what I'm saying, he gave me little signs and different things. But, you know what I'm saying, for me to catch on that he's on a date. And plus, being that I'm being such a bugaboo, now he want to hurt my feelings, because now I'm talking sideways to him. And so now let me send her this picture, and she ain't gonna catch on to what's really going on in this picture. But I'm gonna send it, because for them to do little slick stuff like that, like slick tell you what they're doing, they get a kick out of that. So he sent it with intentions of me not knowing, but kind of catching on to question him about it, so I can feel some type of way. If I catch on and I say something to him, then he can feel like, oh yeah. So now she gonna act right now that she know I'm on a date. So she gonna stop all this nonsense and she gonna do what I want her to do. Nah. So after that picture or whatever, at this time I'm convinced that this man is on a date. But the kicker is I'm still not done with him. I still want him to come back home. I still want us to give it a chance or whatever and all that other stuff, because whenever we are separated, I'm sick as a dog. I just want to be with this man, and like, you don't understand why you feel that way. All the signs are sitting right there. This person ain't no good. But yet you still can't pull away because you don't know what the freak to do. So at this time, I'm like, oh dang, when I seen the plate. I'm like, and once I noticed the picture and everything, I'm like, oh dang. I said, all right. And so I fell off right there. That's where I ended the conversation. I ain't say nothing else no more. And I was like, yeah, I feel some type of way about this. But before I went to bed, I still felt like I still want to be with him though. Even though I know this don't look good or whatever. But once he come back home, then everything get better. You know what I'm saying? He's still, you know, if I pray a little more for him, this, that, and there, all them same shenanigans that I've been doing over and over and over and over again that has not worked. I went into doing those things again. But when I woke up the next morning, I thought that I was going to feel the same way. I woke up feeling different, moving different. So the next morning, I got up. First thing I wanted to do was text him good morning just to see if he would respond. Because if he would respond, then that would mean he done, you know what I'm saying, he done separated from the supply. Whoever he is on his little vacation with or whatever. Because I didn't know they was going to spend the whole weekend together. I was just hoping that, okay, they done spent the night together. Hopefully she gone on by her way or whatever. And now it's just him and his son. Because in my mind, I'm still like, okay, he said his son is there. So at some point, you know, what they going to do with this, all the crazy thoughts that you would have. Yeah, I was having them. So I was like, you know what? When I got ready to go and text him, some said no. Put the phone down and don't say a word. See if he hits you up. So I did it. It was hard. It was so hard, man. Listen. I would write the text message in the box, but wouldn't hit the send button. Because I'm just like, but if I don't say nothing, then he gon' end up staying and he not come back home. And that's what I don't want. I don't want him to end up deciding to just stay where he's at instead of coming back here or whatever. Because we just getting back together. Like, let's go ahead and, you know, fix it. Once he come back home, he a different person. And then we can move forward with things or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'll just express to him how I feel in a way where he won't want to, you know, take off running or whatever. The narc gonna discard, the narc gonna discard. Ain't nothing you can do to stop it. I tried stopping it several times. It didn't work for me. So I don't know. Maybe you got the gift to stop a narc from discarding you when you don't want them to. But I ain't find that gift. So he did it anyway. So, like I said, I didn't say anything to him. Actually, it went on and on and on and on. And about 6:30, he called me. 6:30 in the afternoon, because this message here is at 7:44 p.m. Okay? Now, I got to go to work this night. So, I'm in the bed. I'm sleeping. Taking my little nap or whatever. And so, he calls me. There was no text message. There was nothing. He calls me. And when he calls me and I answer the phone, he going off. So either you still around the supply that you with, or you done stepped to the side, because now you going in. You cussing me out from left to right, and all I did was say hello. He going in. I'm talking about banging my eardrum with the phone. He just yelling. And I'm like, for one, every time I tried to say something, he wouldn't let me talk. He would not let me say a word. And so I'm sitting here like, who in the wrong? Because ain't you with somebody? And when I'm calling and texting you, you acting like I'm bugging you. So now that I don't text or call you, now that's a problem too. Because I should be calling and texting you. No. So I hung up the phone on him. Something that I don't do, because he's usually the one who hangs up the phone on me. But when you hang up the phone on me, I don't call back. And see, that's the narc that I dealt with. He loved for you to chase him. I'm weak in that area. I don't do so well, is what I meant to say. I don't do so well in the chasing area. I chased him once, and that jump made me feel so small. I told him I'll never do that again. And I made that promise to myself and to him, bro. You won't ever get me like that again. And every time he came back into my life, that's exactly where he always kept trying to put me back at. He liked me when I'm chasing him. I don't chase him. So if you hang up the phone on me, that's for anybody. You hang up the phone on me, baby, don't look for me to call you back because I won't be calling you back. That means you was done with the conversation and you don't want to talk to me no more. So I'm going to get off the phone. So he hung up on me. Now this time around, while he going here, he walking my ear and I'm trying to talk, he won't let me say a word. And I'm like, no, because I know at this moment, you ain't got no reason to be mad whatsoever. If anybody should be mad, it should be me. And so for you to be chopping my ear off like you doing right now, that is uncalled for. And I'm not finna sit here and listen to it. Even though, yes, back in the day, I used to sit there and let him say. And then as soon as I get ready to speak, he hang up the phone on me. So this time, while he was wonking, I hung up the phone. And so, no, I'm sorry. It didn't go like that. So, he's sitting there, he wonking. I listened to him say everything he had to say, because that's what made me write this message here. Okay. So, yeah, he going in. And so, I went to go and say something to him, and he hung up the phone on me. That's what happened. He hung up the phone on me. So when he did that, I was steaming because I'm sitting here like, so you gonna sit here and act like you in the right, and you wrong as 2 left feet right now. You just yelling at me, and you know you wrong. So as soon as I get ready to open my mouth to say something, he said click. So my response back to him, if I slip up, y'all, take it in love. I'm sorry. But once he hung up the phone on me, I sent him a text and I said, you got some effing nerves. You can't check me by S, so stop playing with me. Now he wants to text back that he done hung up. If that's the effery you keep thinking, we not going to make it. F trying to check you. I'm not insecure. I know you more than you think you know me. Now, he used to say that all the time. He used to say, I'm not insecure. But in reality, yes, he is. They are very, very insecure. Because if you move on to somebody else, they get jealous. I ain't no jealous man and I don't like no jealous woman. But as soon as you step foot into another man's life or another woman's life, they get jealous. They get territorial. They get insecure. They get all of these different things that they lie and say that they're not. You every bit of it. Insecure and jealous. So he was like, I know you more than you think. And then I was like, well, if that's what you keep showing me, we definitely not gonna make it, because you say you with your son. Now you just lying for no reason. You grown, be real for once. Stop trying to play mind games with me, because I ain't going for that S. So don't try and switch S up on me about some effing nails when you out here doing what the F you want to do and don't want nobody to say S. You got life effed up with me. You got life effed up with me in it. Thompson, don't worry, I'm straight. I said, I know you is. He told me, I'm grown and I know what the F I be doing. So he was basically trying to check me about misreading the message, because when I asked him, your people who, he put MPM, but really he was trying to say mom. And so I didn't know, I was reading it so fast because, like I said, I'm always in confusion with him. And so the way he be texting is always jacked up. So it was normal for me to, see a weird message for him. And so I just make up what I think it is to me, and I go with that. But the word was supposed to be mom. So that's what we talking about in here. I said, okay, so you misspelled mom, but I do see it say son, but I didn't understand that S, how you wrote it. Looked like something else. But you still be acting funny as F and be expecting people to accept it. You normally send pics of your kids. I haven't seen one yet. Only the places you been, and plus I don't ask you for nothing that you haven't done before. I'm asking why you switch up when you get around different people. He told son, I meant mom. If not, it's cool. How you misspell words? Well, we was drinking, by the way. I don't worry about my cell when I'm enjoying my life. Let's put that in today's terms. When he would say that, he would try to make it seem like when I'm with just random people having fun, I don't be worried about my phone because I'm having fun, enjoying my life or whatever. This means When I'm with my other supply, I ain't worried about my phone and you and what's going on in nobody else's life, because I'm enjoying my life with this new supply that I'm with right now, even though you don't know that this is a new supply that I'm with. But that's what I'm doing, and that's what I mean by when I say I'm enjoying my life. He used to use that term a lot too, and so now I'm putting two and two together now what this means, because I understand a little bit more now of the narcissist talk here. Well, the way he talk. Take me a little sip. So he was like, I don't worry about myself when I'm enjoying my life. The F I do same thing to other people in my family. That's supposed to make me feel special, because he say he do the same thing to people in his family. He sure does. He used them. He manipulate them. He lie to them. He play these mind games with them too. And so yes, I don't get no different treatment than they do. Then ain't gonna talk some. Get the F over it and get trust or F it. Let me reread that. He said, get over it. Basically. Quit trying to change the situation, because I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I'm just trying to read between the lines what it really means, but I didn't understand it then, but I understand it now. Get over it. Get trust or forget it. I told you, I'm not worried about S. I'm not worried about nothing people think of me. And then he was, you raggedy, he said, you raggedy cell phone, the F you say. So, like, it just, I told y'all it'd be all over the place. But I'm going to just keep reading, because I don't want this to be super, super long. Okay. So then I hit him back, since he said something about trust. I'm like, trust is earned. And when I'm trying to trust you, you do S to make me not trust you. When you make me look right, when you make it look right, I can act right. Don't get mad when you get back what you're given. It's a slow process, but it's something I'm trying to do. But if something looks fishy, I'ma believe it's a fish. I can't change that on my own. Yeah, my phone mess up sometimes, but I can use another. But hey, technology is bound to F up anyway. So he called me again the next day or whatever. Because after I said he had went that whole day, hadn't said nothing, and then he called me and he was wonking on the phone or whatever. Okay, he did it again. But at that time, I wasn't, I'm getting fed up, but still not enough to be done. You know what I'm saying? This video is not about me being done at this time. This is just me being more aware of the games that he's been playing with me. And now I need to start doing something different. But I still want him to come home. I still want to be with him and try to work through it. You know what I'm saying? Let's sit down and talk about things. I always try to do something different when he comes back into the picture. But he will sit there, he will listen, he will participate, and he'll do things for a good minute, and then the mask will fall off again. So he after that, there was no more messages or anything after that. Now this is 10:15 a.m. the next day. So I just sent him a waving hand, basically saying hi. He ain't said nothing. So it's about 12 o'clock now, because he called me again. And now he just switching up, like he talking to me like, I don't know, like I said something to him and that blew him up, and he called me because he was done texting me or something like that. It was weird. All I said was hi. There was nothing from him. There was nothing from me until he called me. And he started going off on me again. And this time he's saying stuff like, I'm not your husband. Quit trying to check me like I'm your husband. And this, that, and the third. I'm not your man. Da, 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 da. That's why we don't need to be together. This, that, and the third. And I'm just like, whoa. So I clicked the phone on him. And then I sent him a text message. I said, you so dang rude. I'm sitting here letting you talk, and you gonna hang up the phone on me? So if I'm telling you, soon as I get ready to say something, y'all, he'll click the phone on me. So once I started talking, click. So I think I said I hung up on him, he hung up on me. Because this is the next message. He hung up on me, and then as soon as I got ready to say something, he hung up the phone on me, and then I sent him this message telling him he's so doggone rude. I'm sitting here letting him say what he need to say, and then he hangs up the phone on me. So after that, that's when the situation ended. He stayed gone or whatever. He didn't come back. Yeah, he stayed gone. He didn't come back after that. And so yeah, that's how he yeah, because then the next text, we started back talking again, August 3rd. That's when we got back on good terms or whatever. And how he swindled me back into the relationship, he sends me a random text message. Now, we hadn't talked to each other since May 22nd. And then he go August 3rd. So he supposedly done everything he needed to do, because then we got back together talking on August 3rd. And he gonna hit me up talking something back on, like his phone been off all that time, and that's why he hadn't been calling me and reaching out and stuff like that. But yeah, y'all, this is some of that little petty stuff that I was telling y'all about, like how he gonna sit there and have me, he gaslit me back into the relationship, only for him to do it to me all over again. Now he on a whole vacation with somebody, sending me pictures, and then acting like I'm sitting here ruining his time, like I begged him back into the relationship or some junk like that. The junk is crazy. But yeah, y'all, that's how crazy it was between me and him, and that's just light right there. That ain't even the half of it. But there's other messages in here, other stories that I could tell you about or whatever. But yeah, the confusion. So if you was a little confused with trying to keep up with the story, that's just how it was. That's how I wanted y'all to feel. I wanted y'all to feel just how I was for 4.5 years with this man. Confused, lost in the sauce, can't keep up with nothing, because it's like one thing after another. I can't keep up. But that's how he had me, y'all. And I'm trying to tell y'all, this junk ain't worth it. But if it's your time to go through this, if one has entered into your life and you're going through these things, baby, it's because it's some work you got to do for yourself. And they definitely lead you into a place where you want to just love on yourself, because after you done been through all of the emotional, the physical, the mental abuse that you go through with these people, at the end of the day, you can't do nothing but put the love back into yourself that you was trying to give to them, who don't want it. They only want to use it. They'll take it, but they will not take care of your love that you're trying to give them. And so instead of putting your love into people who don't really deserve it, it leads you into putting the love into yourself. And ain't nothing wrong with that, baby, because I'm telling you, falling in love with yourself is the best thing you could do. It's so therapeutic. It gets you involved with yourself. It shows you different things that you like about yourself, different things you don't like about yourself, and you have the opportunity to change those things. So that way you don't have to be those things anymore. You don't have to let people walk all over you. People talk to you any kind of way just because you want to love them and be soft on them, and people come with all these different stories and backgrounds, and so we tend to feel weak for what they went through because we're empaths. So if somebody come and say, man, I was abused when I was a kid, like child abuse, like, you know, his story was his stepdad beat him till he was unconscious or till he passed out or whatever. And so when you hear something like that, your heart goes like, oh man, I can't believe that happened to you. And so he's holding all this trauma and, you know, anger towards this situation. And all you're trying to do is make sure you don't do the same thing that somebody else done. And then on top of that, he done got in different relationships and got hurt, supposedly. But he was the one doing all the hurting. And you just didn't know that until you get to the end on the other side of this thing. And you figure out that he's the one been hurting all these people. Ain't nobody been hurting him. Everybody been trying to love on him. But he used the love and he abused it. So that's what I wanted to come and tell y'all. I wanted to show y'all my little receipts that I have, and I have more, you know what I'm saying? But they'll, you know, once we get that far in there, I'll start bringing more out or whatever. But these are the things that I went through with the narc that I dealt with. And so if y'all dealt with things similar to this, or y'all have more definitions about the different things that I was going through in these text messages, baby, leave them on in that comment, because every little thing helps. That way I could put more information out to new people who are just getting into the narcissistic thing. As much as we could help save somebody else from going through the nonsense that we went through, even though if it's meant for them to go through it, they're going to go through it. But if we can help them, give them different signs and red flags, things to look forward to when they're dating somebody, or, you know, in a situation, they got some tools and some guides that can help them on our community through a situation to keep them from walking into that brick wall. Like, that is so important to me right now. Like, the things that I experienced, I don't want nobody else to experience that. That junk was not fun at all. Just get off the roller coaster, baby. Get off the roller coaster. I think we gonna go one more round. No, I don't want to go no more rounds. I am done with the roller coaster. All right? So I love y'all. Continue to grow. Fall in love with yourself, because you deserve it. You're worth it. And I love you. If don't nobody else tell you that today, I'm proud of you for being you. I'm proud of you for tackling those giants that you were afraid to tackle before. I'm proud that you stood up for yourself. I'm proud that you walked into that new business that you said that you wanted to do. I'm proud of you for going for your dreams. I'm proud of you for whatever it is that was a hard time for you, but you got through it successfully, even though with sweat, tears, and pain, you did it. And I'm proud of you. Have a great day. I love y'all.